Good morning to you. We are following breaking news right now that we broke this morning on NewsChannel5's app and on Twitter. Several homes on fire in the 3800 block of West 33rd south of Denison. Our Kristen Byrne is live on the scene right now. Let's join her with the very latest on injuries and the situation there.
All right, let's get right to it here. I'm on West 33rd. We're on the 3800 block here in the city of Cleveland, fully engulfed, a house on fire. The White House caught fire as well, but obviously you see what is left of this other house next to it. So this fire spread. We are told from the fire department that there was an explosion, and then the fire spread to the two homes next to it. So they are fighting multiple fires as we speak. The fire department is out here. Police are out here. Dominion Gas was called out as well. I've been speaking to homeowners. I found out the people who live in this white home here, they told me they heard a loud explosion. They said, this one woman said she actually saw glass exploding from the house next to her after that explosion, and they evacuated that home. We know that a 54-year-old woman has been taken to the hospital this morning with injuries, smoke inhalation. As far as other injuries, we do not know at this point. But West 33rd is not the only street that is blocked off right now. Several other streets are blocked off. Neighbors are just watching this happen right now. Obviously, there's a lot of chaos right now. So you hear me catching my breath just because we got here and we could not believe what we were seeing as firefighters continue to fight this house fire from the outside. Moments ago, firefighters were on the second story of that White House right there. But we're still obviously in the early stages of this. But as soon as we got here, that home was on fire, as well as this home, the home next to it. So we're here on West 33rd. Again, the home is the 3800 block. We're still just getting here, so we're in the process of gathering information. All we can tell you is we know that one person was taken to the hospital with smoke inhalation, but we don't know at this point if there were any other injuries. Obviously, they've got a lot to take care of. You see the flames still shooting from the second story of that White House this morning. But this area is totally blocked off. You're not going to want to come anywhere near here this morning, as they have several fire departments, EMS, as well as police on scene. Again, I spoke with a neighbor who lived at this White House that you're looking at right now, and she told me she heard a very loud explosion. She saw glass from the windows of the home next door shooting out from that home, and she said she and her family rushed out of the home. They are safe this morning, very shaken up. Just spoke with them off camera. They did not want to go on camera. They are okay. The people in that house right there. As far as the other house, I don't know that yet. We're still waiting to get more information from the fire department here. But the power lines are all down in this area too. So this explosion did quite a bit of damage, and you could see debris all over the place. It's not just in front of the home. It's scattered throughout the several homes that are next to each other this morning. We're going to be live at the scene for you, obviously, throughout the morning to let you know exactly what happened here. But all we can tell you is that there was some kind of a house explosion, and the fire spread to the adjacent homes. So a lot of manpower needed here to tackle this issue. Dominion Gas has been called out, also the utility crews, because all of these power lines are all over the place. Some of them are hanging in the trees out here. So it's not a safe spot. We're being careful on the sidewalk here as we obviously figure out what exactly happened. But we're staying safe, and we know that one woman was taken to the hospital. Other than that, we're in the process of figuring it all out. But you're looking at live pictures right now. 3800 block of West 33rd in the city of Cleveland as they battle a massive explosion and house fire. Back to you.
Kristen, thank you so much for that live report as you were showing us the scene live behind you. We want to take you back a moment to what the situation looked like in the very beginning when News Channel 5 crews actually arrived on the scene. We have video that we've put together for you that shows this house more involved in the fire. This is actually some pictures that were sent just very shortly after we arrived on the scene. And at that time, we were told that at least 3 homes are involved in this. The home you see here in these pictures is the original home that was involved with the explosion. But as Kristen has been telling you, at least the home to the left of that is now involved in the fire as well. And we can tell you too that Dominion has not confirmed yet that they have been able to cut the gas off to the homes in that area. So it is a potentially still a volatile situation that is dangerous. Also, we can tell you that First Energy is working to get the electricity situation fixed there. 10 homes so far in that block are without power. Now, Kristen mentioned that one woman was sent to the hospital. We can tell you that that is Metro Health Medical Center, and she is a 54-year-old woman who was transported with smoke inhalation. EMS still at the scene right now, though, looking for other possible victims. The fire crews are there. We haven't been told how many departments are involved, but you can see now as we look back at a live picture here in the 3800 block of of West 33rd Street, that this is still an active fire situation and that the crews are working on more than one house, at least 2, as I can see in this close-up shot. If we get a wider shot, we'll be able to confirm exactly how many houses. Multiple power outages, as I have said before. First Energy saying 10 homes without power, and again, the gas is still working to be cut off in that area. And Kristen mentioned the down power lines. This is important to note because you're going to want to avoid this area at all costs. Obviously, the area backed up right now with fire crews, but the 3800 block of West 33rd Street right now, specifically just south of Denison, has a lot of downed power lines. This was not only a fire, but an explosion, as the witnesses who live nearby have told us, with glass flying in all directions. So you're going to want to avoid this area at all costs, and we are still in touch with First Energy, with Dominion as well. We will continue to make these phone calls. We've been doing so since about 8:50 this morning. Actually, News Channel 5 broke this on our NewsNet 5 app and on our Twitter account. So as we take a small break right now to gather the latest information from our sources here from the station, and then also, of course, from our crews on the scene, we remind you to follow us on Twitter and also follow your NewsNet 5 app, and we will be breaking the very latest information there as well. So we're going to take a break at 9:40 and send it back to Kelly and Michael.